I had to tell somebody, and y'all is the somebody that I wanted to tell. Hello y'all, my name is Dion Lee, and this is Be Overweight, where we strive for self-improvement through health, wealth, and the power of manifestation to a better life. I learned about something recently. That's a whole lie. It wasn't even recent. Actually, I've known about it for a while, and it's called the 55 by 5 method, and it's very well known in manifestation circles. And it's something that's been around for years and years, maybe even centuries, who knows. But it's definitely well known amongst, a lot of the metaphysical teachers and spiritual leaders and things like that. I learned about this method at least maybe 4 to 5 years ago. And I actually implemented it 4 or 5 years ago, but I'll get into that later. But anyway, so basically what happened was this week, starting November 6th, I wanted to manifest losing weight. Have gained so much weight, and it was just like everything I was doing, nothing was working. No matter how much exercise I was doing, no matter how much I cut back my calories, nothing was working. So sometimes when you get desperate, you start to look for ways out of something. And so the 55 by 5 method of manifestation came up on my feed on YouTube. So I remembered I had used it a long time ago, and I thought it was only that time. I was like, do I really want to waste almost an entire week on trying something like this again, only to maybe or maybe not get results? I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I didn't want to be let down. I really am, I was in a desperate state of mind to get this weight going. So I figured, what else do I really have to lose besides the weight? It was just like, okay, just try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Move on. Like we always do with diets and things like that. If it doesn't work, so be it, but it doesn't hurt to try. So what I did was, I got me a numbered notebook. It's not very fancy. I wish it was, but it's not. But I love it because this notebook is actually numbered, and it goes all the way up to 56, which is perfect because in order to do the 55 by 5 method, you don't want to have to number everything yourself. You want to just get to writing the affirmations down and going about your day. But with this notebook, you see, hopefully you can see, it goes to 56, and all you have to do is get it to 55 each and every day for 5 days. So what I wanted to do, because I wanted the weight to move, what I did was, starting November 6th, I wrote, I am losing so much weight right now. I wrote that 55 times. And so that was my affirmation. So I started to do that. And the thing is, you cannot rush it. They were saying like you have to really envision yourself as the way that you want to be. So if I want this affirmation to be effective, I have to actually see myself losing the weight. I have to see the fat burning and me getting to my ideal size and feeling good in that. You don't want to do this being negative. You don't want to do this in a panic. You want to feel relaxed and feel good while writing it. So I did this for 5 days. I almost missed on the 4th day. As you can see, this was on the 4th day. I missed, or almost missed. I went to work and I almost missed. I only had 2 hours left of that day. And the reason why that's important is because if you miss a day, you have to restart. And there was no way in the world I was going to restart this at all. That was not happening. So what I did was, at my job, I took out time before it was time to clock in. I took a piece of paper and I quickly but efficiently wrote my affirmations down, so I did not miss on the 4th day, and I continued on to the 5th. So today marks the 5th day, or yesterday was the 5th day rather, and I was able to get my last of the 5 days over, and I am proud to say I think it worked. I think it worked because for like the last 3 months I did intermittent fasting, something that has helped me to lose weight in the past before, but for some reason this year it wasn't doing anything for me. So this time around I've been doing intermittent fasting, and I have been eating regular, the same way I've been eating. So that's the reason why I feel like this method was actually effective, was because before, even with the intermittent fasting and working out the way that I was, nothing was budging. No weight was coming off. My body felt hard. My stomach felt really firm. Nothing was moving. But the reason why I knew something was different by the 4th day was because my stomach didn't feel as hard or as bloated. Mind you, and this might be TMI, but it is that time of the month. And so, you know, I'm still bloated because of that. But even with that, I can tell that my stomach's still not rock hard like it was. Even the back fat, my big back, doesn't feel as big. It's very soft. It wasn't feeling like that 5 days ago. So, you know, you could be saying, well, it might be the intermittent fasting that's working. Like I said, I don't know if that's true because it wasn't working 3 months ago when I was doing it before. So I stepped on this scale the day before and I lost 4 pounds. I'm not going to say what my weight is just yet. I'm going to wait until I come down a little bit more before I reveal that. But I am so proud to say that I definitely lost 4 pounds this week alone. That's why I believe this method actually works. So, you know what? I'm happy about that. Now, let me tell you what I did 5 years ago when I first heard about the 55 by 5 method. I used it on somebody. And I know that sounds so horrible. That makes me sound like a witch. It makes me sound like, you know, I'm out here casting spells on people. But that is not necessarily true. What I had wanted to get some information off somebody, and I wanted to manifest that this person was going to give me that information. So what I did was I took my notebook and I said that person's name is going to give me this information. And I did that. And I remember by day 3, this is what scared me. And I was like, this probably does work. By day 3, she emailed me. She had got up in my DMs, because that's what we were talking through social media. She got up in my DMs and asked me for my personal phone number. And that came out of nowhere. Like, we weren't even talking that whole week. And so for her to come into my DMs and ask me for my phone number, that scared me. And I was like, and it was only day 3. I was like, wow, this thing really is effective. And so I ended up giving her my phone number. I ended up getting the majority of the information that I wanted. And I was just like, this is kind of scary, but it works. And so, you know, the reason why I stopped using it then, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get all of the information. So I said, this is a little meh, but, you know, I was hating on it, so I didn't want to continue. I gave up on it real quick. Boo. But, you know, fast forward now, you know, 2023 November, you know, I tried it again, came down 4 pounds in 1 week. After starting this, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with it. I think for now on, I'm going to do this, and I think I'm going to achieve a lot more. And what I'm going to do is record my progress. I'm so angry that I didn't record my weight or my measurements before, because I didn't expect to actually record this or even, you know, talk about it. But because of the results that I got this week, I had to tell somebody, and y'all is the somebody that I wanted to tell. So anyway, yeah, I think y'all should try it. Like I told myself, what do you have to lose? You know, try it out, see if it works for you, And you know, if you've used the method before, tell me about it. You know, I want to know some more success stories, you know. So get down in them comments, get this video a like. Y'all know how social media works. Like it, get it out, let people know that this thing does work. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.